The Tet Offensive was a dramatic military campaign from the Viet Cong and North Vietnamese forces launched in January 1968 during the Vietnam War. The offensive was intended to be a major surprise move against the South Vietnamese and American forces. The campaign began by attacking multiple cities, towns, and military bases across South Vietnam on the Lunar New Year, resulting in heavy fighting between the two sides and casualties totaling tens of thousands of people. The offensive was ultimately a surprise and a significant psychological victory for the North Vietnamese forces, though they had failed to win any significant ground and consequently began to lose the war in the following months. The Tet Offensive continued for several months and resulted in some of the heaviest fighting of the war. The South Vietnamese and United States forces suffered heavily during the offensive, but ultimately managed to repel the attacks across South Vietnam. Despite the North Vietnamese failure to capture any significant area, the Tet Offensive was a major strategic setback for the United States and their allies. The offensive forced the United States to alter their plans for the war, and demonstrated to the world the North Vietnamese capability to fight a determined and risky guerrilla campaign. The Tet Offensive was a pivotal event in the war in Vietnam, and a dramatic demonstration of the North Vietnamese capabilities. Although the campaign ultimately ended in failure, it was an undeniable shock for the United States, their allies, and the world. The Tet Offensive had an unmistakable impact on how the war was fought and how it was finally resolved. Thank you for watching Anything in 1 Minute.